Hola clase! Today we are learning how to do a prime factorization and how to use it to find the highest common factor, or HCF, and the lowest common multiple, LCM. I will give you a step-by-step guide on how to do it, and then we will make an example together. Now remember, the prime factorization finds all the prime factors of a number. So in order to be able to do it, I need to know what are the prime numbers and to work with exponents. Now, if you're thinking in your head prime numbers and the list looks like 1, 2, 3, 5, 7, remember 1 is not a prime, should not be there. For the how-to, step by step, first you're going to write a vertical line next to the number and then divide by the lowest prime number that is a factor. You write the result in the next line and you repeat that process until your result is 1, which shows that you cannot continue. With this, if what you want is to find the highest common factor, you pick the common factors to the lowest power, and if you're searching for the lowest common multiple, then you pick all factors to the highest power. To do this process, it's useful to know your divisibility tricks, especially if you don't have a calculator. I know that a number is divisible by 2 if it's even, or I know it's divisible by 3 if the digits add to a multiple of 3. If it's divisible by 5, it ends in 0, 5, that kind of stuff. Let's see it in an example, it will make a bit more sense. Here they ask me to find the highest common factor and lowest common multiple of 2100 and 360. I'm going to start with the first one. I'll write the number on a vertical line. Well, that number is even. It ends in a 0, so I know it will be divisible by 2. I do that division, and 2100 divided by 2 gives me 1050, which is even as well, so I can divide by 2 again. If you do that, that will give you 525. Well, that's not even, so I'm going to check for 3. 5 plus 2 plus 5 gives me 12, which is divisible by 3. So I can divide by 3, that would give me 175. I can check again, and if you do 1 plus 7 plus 5, that gives you 13, so it won't be divisible by 3, but it ends in a 5. It will be divisible by 5. 175 divided by 5 gives me 35, which is divisible by 5, gives me 7. And 7 is a prime, divided by 7 gives me 1. Once I get to 1, I'm done. Then I repeat the process with 360, that is even to start with. So the lowest prime number that is a factor, it's 2. 360 divided by 2 gives me 180, which is even as well. That gives me 90 if I divide by 2 again. And 90 over 2 gives me 45. 45 is divisible by 3, gives me 15. 15 over 3 gives me 5, and 5 over 5 gives me 1, and I'm done. So now I can say that 2100 is the same as 2 times 2 times 3 times 5 times 5 times 7. Or, what's the same? 2 to the power of 2 times 3 times 5 to the power of 2 times 7. Remember your exponents. I can do the same with 360. 360 equals 2 times 2 times 2 times 3 times 3 times 5, which equals to 2 to the power of 3, 2 cubed, times 3 to the power of 2 times 5. And then I see some common factors, and remember, I know I've got all the factors of a number will be primes or multiples of those primes. So I can find my highest common factor and my lowest common multiple following the guidelines. For my highest common factor, I pick the common factors to the lowest power. So I see that 2 is a common, the lowest power that shows there is 2 to the power of 2. 3 is common, the lowest power is 1, so 3. And 5 is common, the lowest power is 5. So the highest common factor is 2 squared times 3 times 5. If you do that, it's 60. For the lowest common multiple, I pick all the factors to the highest power. So the common factor of 2, the highest power there is a cube, so 2 cubed. Between 3 and 3 squared, I pick 3 squared. Between 5 squared and 5 squared. And the 7, even if it's not common, goes there as well. So the lowest common multiple is the product of all those numbers. If you do that, it gives you 12,600. So I can tidy at the end and give the solution all together. The highest common factor between 2100 and 360 equals 60, and the lowest common multiple between 2100 and 360 is 12,600. I box the answer so it's nice and tidy, and I'm done. Now it's your turn to go and practice. Thanks for watching.